Have you ever sat quietly and just looked back? Not with regret, but with wonder. You trace the winding path of your life. You see the steep hills you had to climb. You remember the dark valleys you had to walk through. And then a gentle realization dawns upon your heart. You were never alone on that path. Someone was walking with you. Someone was carrying you when your own strength gave out. That someone, my friend, is God. He has brought you so much further than you ever thought you could go. From this quiet vantage point, looking back over the years, his fingerprints are everywhere. Imagine an elderly man sitting in his favorite armchair by the window. The afternoon sun warms his face. His hands, wrinkled and gentle, rest upon a well-loved photo album. He turns the pages slowly. Each photograph is a doorway to a memory. There's a picture of his wedding day, his young bride smiling at him with so much love. There's a photo of their first tiny home, the one with the leaky roof and the garden full of weeds. He remembers the worry, the long nights wondering how they would make ends meet. But they did. Somehow, they always did. A quiet smile touches his lips. God was there. Nearby, his wife sits on the porch swing, moving gently back and forth. A soft, colorful quilt is draped over her lap, one she stitched herself over many winters. Her gaze is distant, lost in the landscape of her memories. She remembers rocking her firstborn child to sleep, whispering prayers for his future. She recalls the fear that gripped her heart when he was ill with a high fever. She remembers kneeling by his bedside, her tears falling as she begged God for a miracle. And she remembers the quiet morning when the fever finally broke. It was a silent, gentle answer to a mother's desperate prayer. God was listening. From the porch, the world looks different. The urgent worries of yesterday seem smaller now. The painful moments have been softened by time. What remains is a deep, abiding sense of gratitude. The man and woman look at each other, a lifetime of shared stories passing between them in a single glance. They have seen seasons of plenty and seasons of lack. They have known laughter that made their sides ache and sorrow that felt bottomless. Through it all, one truth has remained unshaken, like a great sturdy oak tree in their garden. God has been their constant companion, their provider, their unwavering guide. Every life is a tapestry, woven with threads of joy and sorrow. The old man remembers a time when his job was lost. The factory doors had closed without warning. He came home that day with a heavy heart, the weight of the world on his shoulders. How would he provide for his young family? He and his wife prayed together that night, not with grand words, but with simple, honest pleas for help. A week later, an old friend he hadn't seen in years called him out of the blue. He had heard about a new opportunity, a job that was an even better fit. It felt like a miracle, a quiet provision sent from heaven. The woman remembers a different kind of hardship. She recalls a long season of loneliness after her children grew up and moved away. The house felt so empty, so quiet. The silence was deafening at times. She prayed for friendship, for a companion to share her days with. Soon after, a new family moved in next door. The young mother had a warm smile and a kind heart. They began sharing cups of tea in the afternoon, their conversations filling the quiet corners of her home with warmth and laughter. It was a small thing, perhaps, but to her, it was God answering the quiet ache of her heart. Their story is filled with these quiet miracles. The unexpected check that arrived in the post just when the bills were piling up. The car that broke down, only to be helped by a kind stranger who happened to be a mechanic. The frightening diagnosis from the doctor, that turned out to be a false alarm. These were not loud, earth-shattering events. They were gentle whispers of God's care. They were quiet reassurances that He saw them, He knew their needs, and He was actively working in the small details of their lives. Each one was a reminder, you are not forgotten. Looking back, they see a pattern of faithfulness. It wasn't that life was always easy. It wasn't that they never felt fear or doubt. There were many times when the way forward was unclear, but in hindsight, they can see the hand of God guiding them through the fog. He didn't always remove the obstacle, but He always gave them the strength to get over it. He didn't always calm the storm, but He was always with them in the boat, speaking peace to their anxious hearts. Their life was a living testimony to His enduring presence, a beautiful story of His constant care. In the Bible, after a great victory, the prophet Samuel set up a stone. He called it Ebenezer, which means stone of help. He declared, "Thus far the Lord has helped us." This stone was a physical reminder for all the people. When they looked at it, they would remember God's power and His faithfulness. They would remember how He had delivered them from their enemies. It was a monument to God's past goodness, a solid anchor for their future hope. It stood as a silent, powerful witness to the truth found in 1 Samuel chapter 7, verse 12, a testament to a God who helps. Our memories can be like those Ebenezer stones. The elderly couple on the porch have a whole collection of them in their hearts. The memory of their child's fever breaking is an Ebenezer. The memory of the unexpected job offer is an Ebenezer. Each answered prayer, each moment of unexplainable peace, each instance of perfect provision. These are their stones of help. When new worries try to creep in, when the future seems uncertain, they can look back at these stones. They can touch them in their minds and remember, God helped us then. He will surely help us now. Think about your own life for a moment. What are your Ebenezer stones? Can you recall a time when you were in desperate need and God provided? Can you remember a moment of fear when His peace surrounded you like a warm blanket? Perhaps it was a word of encouragement from a friend at just the right time. Perhaps it was a sense of guidance when you had to make a difficult decision. Take a moment to gather these memories. These are not just happy coincidences. They are markers of God's faithfulness. They are your personal proof that He has been with you every step of the way. These stones of remembrance are so important. The enemy of our souls loves to make us forget. He wants us to focus only on the current struggle, the present fear. He wants us to believe that we are all alone and that this time God will not come through. But our memories of God's past faithfulness are a powerful weapon against this discouragement. They stand as solid proof against the lies of fear. They remind us that the God who parted the Red Sea and the God who provided for us last year is the very same God today. His character does not change. As evening begins to fall, a deep sense of peace settles over the couple. The day is ending, and so is the long journey of their lives. But there is no fear. There is only a quiet, confident trust. They have lived long enough to know the truth of the psalmist's beautiful words. "The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want." This verse from Psalm 23 verse 1 has been the song of their hearts for decades. It is more than just a lovely poem. It is a promise that has been proven true time and time again. He has been their shepherd, leading them, feeding them, and protecting them. A good shepherd knows his sheep. He knows each one by name. He knows their weaknesses and their needs. He leads them to green pastures where they can eat and rest. He guides them to quiet waters where they can drink and be refreshed. He protects them from predators that would seek to harm them. This is the picture God gives us of his care. He is not a distant, uncaring ruler. He is a hands-on, personal shepherd. He is intimately involved in every detail of our lives, ensuring we have everything we truly need. The couple on the porch have experienced this shepherding love in countless ways. They have been led through dark valleys of grief and sickness, but his presence was their comfort. He has restored their souls when they were weary and discouraged. He has prepared a table for them, a feast of blessings right in the middle of their troubles. They have seen his goodness and mercy follow them like a faithful sheepdog all the days of their lives. Their hearts are full, not because they had an easy life, but because they had a shepherd who never left their side. The sun dips below the horizon, painting the sky in soft shades of orange and purple. The couple holds hands, their fingers intertwined. Their journey has been long, and it is not over yet, but they are not worried about what tomorrow may bring. Why? Because their hope is not built on shifting circumstances. It is built on the unchanging character of their faithful God. The lesson of their lifetime is simple, yet profound. If God has been faithful before, he will be faithful again. He has never failed them yet, and he will not start now. And that same promise is for you too.